Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. I got two experiments to show you guys. One is I've been working on alkaline water and just making my own distilled and then alkaline in the water. So basically, what I'm doing is distilling water using the vapors, takes out all the minerals, so you have purified water with no minerals. And then I take that water and then I let it run down a brick of Himalayan salt block, and it'll pick up its minerals from the block. The mineral has 65. The water, the salt has 65 minerals in it, and the 65 minerals in that salt is the same 65 minerals in our body. One thing I want to show you that's kind of cool is here I got water, had it in the freezer, but it's not frozen yet, and there's no ice or nothing in there. Um, what I was experimenting with is what happens to the kinetic energy in different things, and this one happens to be water. We're going to turn it to ice, and what we're going to do is just put some force on it. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to smack it on the ground, and we're going to watch ice form inside of it. Let me clean it off for us. You can see the crystals in there. Let's go ahead and smack it again. I'll smack it right here. You'll see the water turn to ice. You see the ice up above the water. Smack it again. So you can see the air bubbles. And you can see the water crystallizing. See the ice on top. Let me see if I can do it like this. See the ice in there? Making ice. So the question to you YouTubers, what's causing that? Let's step over here to Ed's wheel. Let's do some analytics. And what I mean by analytics, here's one of Ed's magnets. And right now what you're looking at is the magnetic field of the magnet. You can see it sticks on the magnetic paper. It's like a film. And what I do is take it and run it across the magnets, and I clear it off like an Etch-a-Sketch. Okay? So we're going to go over here, we're going to analyze Ed's magnetic field of his magnets. You can see we have a strong aura around the perimeter. That's the neutral part, and you see very little to nothing, and then you see it coming out both sides. Now let's go ahead and clear off the paper, and let's take a top look here of the top of Ed's. We're going to cover 3 of them right now, and you can see the magnetic field. It's pretty strong around the sides, in the front, and the sides of these magnets. Now we have it like a X-ray, pretty much. You can see it. Hopefully you can see it where you're at. But you can see now we have, there's the 2, and there's the magnetic field. You can see it around that one and around that one. Let's go ahead and clear it off. And something I want to show you I have right here is a round speaker magnet. It's broken, dropped on the floor. They're very fragile. And we're going to look at the magnetic field. And here you can see there's a light aura that travels around the outside. And that's pretty interesting, okay? And even more interesting, you can see the magnetic field around there. So let's go ahead and clear that off. But the more interesting thing is, if I can get this to stand up by itself, no. But let's do it to this one. It'll stand up by itself. Let's put it on the side of it and take a look. I want to show you guys something that's pretty cool. And what we're looking at is the back side of the magnet, okay? Look how the center of the magnet has a glow about it. So when we were looking at the other magnet, we'll do it this way here. Look at the side profile. Nothing on the side is really happening. Everything's radiating out. But it's not radiating out from the outside edges. It's radiating out from the center. And that center, to me, is the botch wall, we'll call it. Is where you have a magnetic field, and the center part is the energy. That's the neutral area. That's the area where the field lines come out, around, back around. Same thing on this side, but the opposite way. Come back out and come back around. Also over here we can see that this is a cow magnet. These are for cows to swallow, and so if they eat nails, it'll collect the nails. Used to be a problem back in the day. Now this one here is going to be more like a bar magnet. Now you can see the magnetic field on this outside and the magnetic field on that outside. In the middle, you got your botch wall. So what you have here is you have a magnetic field coming up and around, opposite direction, come around this way, and you have, well, yep, exactly. And then you have the same thing over here, and the same thing over here the opposite way. Another cool thing is when you go back to edge wheel and you start putting it in motion, I just showed you guys that when you run this by here, it clears it and makes it almost impossible. Oh, what happened? I think I sucked up a magnet or two. Something like that. Strong magnetos. There's another thing right here. This is a straight pin. I'm going to go ahead and magnetize the straight pin. And we're going to go ahead and stick this on top. And you're going to see right there, there's the pin. One side is magnetized, the other side's magnetized. It doesn't go all the way across. There's no field in the middle. And if that was to be a neutral, then you got your field coming out around, back into the neutral and back at itself. And you got the other side doing it the opposite way. And then you got this one doing it and doing it the same. That's pretty cool with the pin. And the pin's been magnetized. I just showed you how to magnetize it. Well, you guys leave your comments in regards to the water turning into ice by combination of air bubbles and force, inertia of me smacking the bottle, and also the magnetic film is going to help me a lot with my Tesla studies and along with my Edwin Scallon studies. It's nothing better than being able to see the magnetic field of what you're working on. And this paper allows a X-ray vision of Edwin Scallon's magnetic field. You guys, peace out. Leave your comments. Hopefully you like the videos. Good things are coming. shout out goes to my Floridians that's getting ready to deal with this hurricane, as myself. Hope God's with all you guys. Peace, love, Jimi Hendrix. Shout out to my boy Scott, Adam, and Clay. You too, my fellow YouTubers. Bye bye.